man, no start screen tonight. No start screen tonight. We are already late. It's not what I meant to go to. That's what I want to go to right there. And we start this over now. Let me refresh my chat again. That way I do not pull the same mistake that YouTube don't work. Copyright claim in the Halo stream. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not supposed to happen. Wow. That's how out of it I've been. MLB The Stream, huh? That's not a game. I hate to break it to you guys. It's not a video game. Alrighty, guys. Welcome in episode 16 of the Pirates franchise. Sorry for being MIA the last couple days. I'm going to put it this way. Life has thrown a Clayton Kershaw curveball, and I was swinging and missing like late career Chris Davis. I'll put it that way. But we're kind of back, semi-back on the rails. So we're going to squeeze in a broadcast tonight. So if you like franchise content, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Be sure to go follow on both of those platforms if you wish. And I got a Discord. It's in the description. Please feel free to join. We are all cool there. We talk about baseball, which team is better than anyone else's team, and I don't know what everyone's favorite candy is. I don't know. So we're starting this episode off a little bit different. We are going to be taking on the Giants. Shout out to Birdsong, who's currently doing his off season right now. We're going to start by pulling off just a minor trade. This ain't like an altering trade by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm looking at this team here. We go to our rotation. We're doing very good. First of all, Chris Davis. I did have to go there. Yes. First off, we're doing pretty well. We're 30-21. We're a game up on the Cubs going into tonight's episode. And everyone's performing fairly well, but there is room for improvement. The rotation overall is doing fine. We're going to be looking at Jared Jones tonight, who is struggling. The bullpen, once again, overall, how's the most professional streamer I know? Oh, boy. It's been a rough 5 days. Is overall doing well. We have a couple of weak pieces, but, Cade Horton, I'm not giving up on. He is growing at an exponential rate, being a 56 overall, and now he's already a 60. And he's only played 7 games, so he is growing at a pretty fast rate. So we're going to go through these growing pains together with him. We're not giving up on him. Yarborough, Moreta, Mazinski, I keep saying his name wrong. They're all doing fine. Dennis Santana, on the other hand, is just absolutely struggling. We just can't get nothing with him. I think a change of scenery is needed for Dennis Santana. We cannot DFA him. We cannot send him down because he has to be DFA'd. So we're going to go to the trade block, and we're going to pull a trade off here. And we are going to go check out. Oh, yeah. No, you were texting me. Vanessa's using my phone right now, so that's why I haven't texted back. Vanessa's using my phone because hers died. It's right here on the charger. So that's why I haven't been texting you back. She's using my phone. Talk to one of her friends. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to look for a team that needs a reliever that's competing. And I'm going to go over to the AL Central, and we're going to look at the Minnesota Twins, who currently have, Santana being a 74 overall. He's a C potential, free agent at the end of the year. Like I said, this is a trade that I'm not going to bring Santana back at the end of the year. He is not doing very well, but he could also use, I think a change of scenery would be good for Santana. Oh, yeah, no, I appreciate that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Twins, who could use him in the rotation. He's a 74 overall, so he would automatically become their third best reliever. The Twins are leading the Central right now. They could use some pitching help in the relieving department. So we're going to toss them Dennis Santana, and let me see if the trade logic comes back up with what I had in mind, just to show. I like to take accountability, okay, for, my trades. I don't just do trades and be like, haha, this is going to rip everyone off. Okay, so it did show it back up. Good. So we're going to pull this trade off with the Twins, except we're not going to have Rocco Clarkson. Number one, he is a draft pick from last year's draft, which I'm going to make an altercation to that rule. And I'll update it in the Discord, and when I get it all finalized, I'll let you guys know what it is, maybe in the next episode. But we're not going to include Rocco Clarkson in this trade. We're going to go with closing pitcher. Like I said, this is not a sexy trade. This ain't going to be, team-altering, trade. But we're going to receive closing pitcher Ty Langenberg, who, like I said, is a closer. We would like a closer in our farm system. He is not in the Twins' top 20 in this franchise. He is not in their top 20 prospects, which is good. That's what I was looking for. Like I said, Santana's 29. He's 74 overall. He is regressing, and he hasn't had a good season. So I don't deserve a top 20 prospect. So if he is even ranked in this Twins system in this game, I don't know where he's at. But the Twins are offering me this closer for Dennis Santana. They get a reliever to bolster their bullpen. We get a little bit of depth in our farm system when it comes to closers. So we're going to swing this trade here. I believe I screen capped this already. Let me just quickly do this just in case I didn't. Okay. So we're going to pull this trade off. I'm not ripping them off. They're getting a reliever. There he is. See, fits third in their relieving. And then we get someone for our system. So now we're going to go to our roster, which means we have a spot available in our bullpen. And looking at our options, let me move him up real quick. We'll fix this in a second. I'm going to move him to AA so he can be our closer. Splitting streams over here? Yeah, me too. I'm watching Brian's as well. So we need another middle reliever. Preferably a righty if possible. Option number one is Carson Fulmer, and while he is doing well in AAA, I just don't... He's more of an emergency type guy. He's not the future of this organization. He's more like if Cade Horton gets hurt, we have Carson Fulmer to come up and kind of just fill the space. So it won't be Carson Fulmer. Our next option is Peter Strzelecki. He, however, is not doing well in AAA as well as he should. Almost giving up a hit per inning, 4.7 ERA in 32 innings. Not to mention, this would be his last chance for his minor league option. So, no, we're not going to call him up either. So, we're going to look below him, and we're going to look at Kyle Nicholas, who is a 66, I know, low overall guy. But he's a righty. His hits per 9, Ks per 9 are going in a good direction. His walks per 9 are improving. His home run per 9, pretty important. Looks really good. 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, and curveball. 12-6 curve. And he's got gas. Could throw 99. A little more heat in our bullpen would be a nice add-on. And not to mention, he's just doing an absolute good job in AAA. 25 games in, he's 3-3 on the year. He's got 10 holds, close to 30 innings, and he's got an ERA of 1.82 with a WHIP of 1.25. So that's enough for me to give him a chance. He's already on the 40-man. He does have a minor league option available. Kyle Tucker goes to the Dodgers. Yep, that does not surprise me. But we're going to give Kyle Nicholas a shot, and we may see him in this episode, depending how everything goes. So, Kyle Nicholas, welcome to the Pirates. Let's have a good time. So, we need to move somebody from AA up to AAA. We're gonna call up Damian Cockrell to AAA. He's done pretty well. We're gonna give him a shot. And then I will quickly just adjust this real quick. So Nicholas is where I want him. I do want him there. He shouldn't be a top guy immediately off the bat. Whoops. Let's see. AAA. Cockrell's where I want him to be. Thank you very much. Ramirez is where I want him to be. Okay. So here's where I need Langenberg. I need him in the closer's role. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we only have 6 relievers? Huh. Well, I'll fix that later. Anyway, so let's get into the game tonight. Hayden Birdsong on the bump, one of the young prospects, I believe, for the San Francisco Giants. I know nothing of this cat. We're going to be taking control of Jared Jones, or I should say, Jones is going to be starting for us tonight, and he has been absolutely ice cold. So we're going to try to figure out what's wrong with Jones. We are going to go City Connects for tonight. Yeah, you know, let's do Alex. We haven't used Alex in a while. On the show, Pittsburgh, partly cloudy. Hey, no rain. How about that? Lineup's going to look pretty good. Schwarber is starting to really hop on the struggle bus, so we're going to be keeping an eye on him. Joey Bart is struggling as well. We're going to let Indy Rodriguez get a start tonight. Palacios is going to... Palacios is rising. I'd be keeping an eye on Palacios. He's hitting 241, but he was hitting 189, so he is on the up and up. Lineup looks solid. Let's hop into it. Oh, all right, Amish. I appreciate you, man, if you're leaving. So how is everybody? Everybody doing good? I've had a better week, but I'm here. So.
Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
All right, so Matt Chapman hitting 375 over his last 6 games. Good for him. And Paul Skeens, we will highlight him in just a second. League news, nothing really to talk about except for Paul Skeens leading apparently the National League in strikeouts. Love to see it. And then, of course, we got the Cubs on our heels. And there is the acquisition, Twins acquiring Santana from us for Ty Langenberg. Farm report. Our top catching prospect, or I guess technically our number 2, Sam Cinnacore, is doing a great job. He's starting to really find his swing in Double-A. Cat's in the trash can. Along with Tamar Johnson, he's finally finding his swing as someone that could be on the roster next year. Connor Griffin, struggling, but he's getting there. And Thomas Harrington also doing well. But we're going to talk about Paul Skeens for a second.
Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boogie had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
Very good. 7 innings, 6 hits, a run, 8 Ks, and a walk, 104 pitches. So I wanted to highlight Skeens because if you don't follow on X or the Discord or even here on YouTube, which you should, you would already be in the know that we have 2 pitchers that are in running for the National League Cy Young, one of which being Paul Skeens. So it's a nice little sub-story to keep an eye on. Our story today, beat the Giants.
So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, Jared Jones.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's
Cedric Mullins signed a long-term deal with the Giants. This is a good Giants lineup, too.
Conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away.
So here we go, getting underway here at PNC. First time we played the game in about 4 days. This ought to go well.
Cedric Mullins, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Here we go. Get that moved over.
2-0.
2-0, so we look at Jared Jones. He's only 24 and 85 overall type player. Could be a pitcher that we potentially lock up soon. If not, he could be a major trade piece, but seeing how he's 24 and he's an A potential, it'd be hard for us to want to trade him. He has been struggling, though, in his last 10 starts, or in his last 10 games, I should say. He's 4-5 and ERA over 5. We just got to see what's going on, whether it's command, he's giving up too many runs. We'll see what we got going on here.
And there's a foul
Giants
ball.
are below 500. So they've got their own problems. I believe Logan Webb is out.
Dives and he can't hang
Horowitz
on.
makes a nice
Now
play.
He gets it to the pitcher,
And he will toss it over to Jones. Mullins is out.
Here's the Giants lineup.
And there is this
Perhaps
lineup.
part
Look
of
at the
game
middle
plan
of that
is to
lineup.
get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're
Wade,
facing a staff
Adames,
that's blown
Ramos,
a
and
lot of
Chapman.
games in the later innings.
Boog and
Such
his
a good
hitters,
lineup.
you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of
Jung Ho
confidence that
Lee.
this game will not be over
This
until
guy can
that
really
final
slap
out.
the ball around the field.
Jung-Hoo Lee in the box now. No
Got to make
balls
sure
and
he
a
can't
strike.
do that.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Check swing.
Good 12 curve there by Jones. Fastball, circle change, slider, and a curveball for JJ. He's got Yuri Perez syndrome.
Nothing in 2.
Young starting pitcher that has immense potential, but for some reason it's just playing not up to par.
One down, base is empty. Next on
He's going
from
to smack
top
that
of
to
the
right.
air, right field. Hauls it in
Easy
the
play
out.
for Palacios. 2 quick outs here in the first.
So here's Wade now.
Defense for the Buccos here tonight. Pretty much standard. Nothing's really changed. Reynolds, Cruz, and I hate this layout so much. Palacios around the outfield. Hayes, Peguero, Gonzalez, and Horowitz around the infield. Andy Rodriguez getting the start behind the plate. Of course, Kyle Schwarber DHing for Mr. Jared Jones. So now we get into the dangerous part of this lineup.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Lamar Wade. Got immense power, I believe, versus righties.
That one pushed
Think it's
foul out of
righties.
play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the
Try to go
Cubs
again
score
with
at the
the
bottom and
fastball,
seeing how they're
slider.
doing. Yeah, he's got more power. Okay, maybe not immense power, but he's got more power versus righties. And he's good. Mont Wade is a pretty solid
Slightly elevated,
player.
he just is having a hard time catching up.
And a
Goes
swing
down
and
on
a
9-9
down,
by
strikes.
Double J.
Good work there as he
Nice
gets
1-2-3
a
inning.
1-2-3. Nothing doing there for
He
San
does indeed throw
Francisco.
fire.
And now the Pirates will
Here come
take
the
their
Buccos.
turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and today's starting pitcher, Hayden Birdsong.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better
Hayden
than
Birdsong.
that.
I don't know who this
the
guy is.
ERA
I've heard of him,
loaded.
but I don't
He
know anything
understands
about
that
him.
He's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget
3 and
about
6
your
on the
own
year,
individual
ERA
stats,
over
and you have to
5.
go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up.
So let's check out the young righty, 24-year-old, 79 overall righty, 6'4", 215, fastball, curve, change, and slider, pretty much just like Jared Jones. Very similar pitch mix here. Can strike out hitters, doesn't give up a lot of hits. Can allegedly walk people. We'll see how that goes with me hitting. But like I said, he's 3 and 6 on the year, ERA 5, almost 5.5, and his last 10 starts, he is 3 and 6. Yeah, that makes sense. So he did win his last start though, against whoever he faced. So we're going to see which which bird song we get here.
Most likely that ERA.
First up, O'Neal Cruz leading off.
O'Neal Cruz. Curve in the dirt.
I don't know why Cruz is hitting leadoff.
Run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That one missed. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ramos. One away. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Nick Gonzalez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Brian Reynolds here. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Yo, 1. Ripped on a line. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that one clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, 1 out. Up next for the Pirates, Andy Rodriguez. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. One out's off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Cut off. Now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 4-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. That one fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 down. And now here is Leover Peguero. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And the first offering is not close.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some
my mic
zeros.
works. I'm just having a private conversation. Sorry.
Strike 1.
Hi, everyone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm his wife.
Rodriguez on at second with 2
I
down.
realize you can't even see my face from where I'm standing, I bet. But I apologize.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I took him
1
off
ball,
the
2
mic.
strike.
We had to talk. Nothing bad.
This one popped up. Wisely in position,
I almost hit him with
and
a
that'll
rock.
do it.
Yeah. That good luck rock or whatever.
So they move
It's
out in
like an
front after a
optimism, thank you.
4-run
Right,
outburst.
optimistically, almost
We
gave me
head to the
concussion.
second from PNC Park. It's the Pirates 4 and the Giants nothing.
Oh, I guess the update's done.
Oh, look. Heart and a light for the...
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now here is Willie Adames. Late on that fastball.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive, fill up the strike zone, don't issue free passes.
Jones winds and deals. And that one in the air center field. Cruz under it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Elliot Ramos. clips the inside corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Foul ball.
All right. Apologies, everyone. We had a conversation about something that came up. Boy, what a first inning that was, wasn't it? Ryan Reynolds 2-run shot, and then some RBI singles.
Swing and a high fly ball to left.
As Reynolds is going to fumble it.
And he'll pull into second
Oh,
safely.
boy. Reynolds, you give us 2 runs, and
behind in the count right
you
there.
can't catch a fly ball.
Swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Don't know how he will say he lost it in the sun.
You're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
That should be a 2-base error
for them to start
by Ramos.
back into this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Not a good person
0 for 4 in the loss yesterday.
to give a chance to here.
And that one just misses.
So yeah, no, sorry, my mic is working. I hope it is. Let me double check the settings here. Yeah.
1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series.
Come on now, don't do that. So how is everybody? Ground ball. Hayes off of his glove.
Still manages a throw. He beats the throw,
Oh, boy.
and he reaches.
And now Chapman's going to reach.
Today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after
Okay, I'm
day.
very
Nice
interested in
job
what's
of
going
turning
on
that
here.
around.
Can we just not field? 2-time Gold Glover. Hello. 3-run homer incoming. Been going swimmingly. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I do. All right.
2 on, 1
So
out.
what should have been
Patrick Bailey digs in now.
back-to-back errors. And now we got to deal with Patrick Bailey.
And first offering is fouled off.
Defense not helping out the pitcher. They didn't count any of those as an error. Beg to differ.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way.
And right on cue,
gone.
3-run shot by Patrick Bailey.
He circles the bases. It's his 6th
And the
home
rubber
run of the
band
season, and they
has
throw
stretched.
3 on the board. It's 4-3.
Why did they not consider those errors? The defense really giving up these 3 runs. Not Jones.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn.
Was he sitting on that pitch? I forgot the game sits on fastballs inside a lot. You can't throw fastballs inside. 99 inside.
In last night's game.
Interesting.
Bishop recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
All right, well,
And immediately pumps in a
for
strike.
those who don't believe the rubber band, there you go. Rubber band.
It's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if
Ryan
he can
Reynolds
keep it
dropping
up
a
as the league
routine
adjusts
fly
to him.
ball, which happens. And then a 2-time Gold Glover not being able to backhand a ball, followed by an immediate 3-run homer.
There. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
And Rusty
Brooks,
Valentine
something I
behind the
hear from
plate.
hitters
Oh boy.
about Valentine
This is
they
a
know they don't
recipe
have to protect
for
off the
disaster.
plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big
That's
deal
not
in
off for you to
terms
go
of
back to
your
work for the
confidence
weekend?
and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Love the stuff, man. Did you ever get your Wi-Fi fixed after Judge
Just
knocked it out?
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So
Maybe I'm just
you
unlucky,
Respect
you know?
that, I think.
It's
over
pretty
time,
bad when
you
I
develop
can call a
relationship
3-run homer. I'm not aiming
Still
for
only
one,
one
obviously.
out here in the inning.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And now we've
Walk
walked
went with
Bishop.
Another changeup but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of
Yeah,
focus
we're gonna
on
go
the
have a
mound
pitching.
right there.
We're gonna have a
Pretty
mound
much
visit.
gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Let's have a mound visit.
Man at first with one gone. And here is Brett
Brian Hayes
White.
better be
Good
apologizing.
defender. He's been inconsistent
That's what he better be doing.
offensively.
And if Reynolds was there, he'd be doing the same thing. None of those were considered errors either. What are errors in this game? Alright, so now we got Wisely. Come on, man. Find the zone. Come on, game. Don't do this to me now. I know it's been 4 or 5 days, but come on. Are you sitting fastball inside? You are not.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1. Man, I'll tell you, that's just bad luck. Man, Rusty, like I said, Rusty Valentine's behind the plate too. The odds are stacked. Okay. Ground ball. Where are we going, fellas? And now Cruz can't throw anyone out. What is going on with this game right now? What are we doing? What are we doing? What is this game right now? I need some help figuring out what's wrong with this game. Why did our shortstop not take the... Jesus Christ, this game. All right, hurry up and hit your 3-run homer again. Jesus, man. Yep, 4-0. 2 routine plays can't be made. It's 3-run homer, and then nobody can play defense. I don't understand it. I've got guys playing in their natural positions. Oh boy, that was a mistake. Jared Jones all of a sudden is pitching like a little leaguer. I don't get it. Need some help. Be nice to get Mullins here.
2 on, 1 out. Spoils the 2 strike.
If he would have hit a home run off that, I would have turned the game off. I'm not gonna lie, I would have absolutely turned it off.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
0-2. Man, just... That's rough.
1-2.
He literally cannot find the zone worth a damn. Like, he just can't.
Good job to fight that one off.
5 foul balls in this at
1-2
so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch. Even
The crowd's not getting into it. They're hoping we don't give up a home run. Ground ball. That was so slow, man. That was such a slow... What is going on with Peguero at short, man? What is going on? Why is everyone on the field in molasses? This game's tied now. The defense has literally allowed the Giants to come back.
Flied to right his first time.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of them in this inning.
Ridiculous.
This is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings.
One of those episodes where if anyone argues there's no such thing as the rubber band mechanic, please show them this episode. And even better, you can show them the first 2 innings. It's unbelievable.
2 outs.
I need everyone to get out of sludge, please.
Down the left side.
Or put the sludge in your glove.
Tied up here in the early going.
And Lee is going to be a tough out. And, of course, we get him to swing and miss. All right, well, the defense allowed the Giants to tie it up. Let's just be honest.
Now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied.
It is 4-4 now. That's unbelievable. I hope Jones is screaming at the defense. I would tell my manager to let him yell at him.
Back here at PNC Park, bottom half of inning number 2.
All right, well, brand new game.
Now, Josh Palacios.
Now we're going to see Hayden Burnsog pitch 6 complete innings of shutout ball, I'm sure.
And that is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Saying
That's
he wasn't
rough,
very
man.
sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made.
I hate games like
Sometimes it's
this.
location, sometimes
All right,
it's being
0-2.
too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
All of a sudden, can't hit the curveball. Wow, game. You are something else.
Right there. You look at the sequence. Everything down at the knees and below.
You mean that wasn't a home run? That's insane. Palacios down on 3 pitches.
That part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. High fly ball, right field.
The ball hit high and deep, but for some reason that ball's not out.
And puts the squeeze on that.
A guy turns on 99 on the inside with 50 power. We got O'Neal Cruz with 75 power. Good timing, middle of the zone, fly ball.
And here is Nick Gonzalez.
Ratings don't matter, everybody.
His first time.
Ratings do not matter. I'm not saying that out of anger, though. Believe it or not. I love when the game proves my point for me.
He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Well, 2 quick outs. Here is Gonzalez.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
This is brutal, man. That is brutal. As Gonzalez golfs that left center field. We're going gap shopping here in Pittsburgh. A little misplayed out there in center. And Gonzalez will take the extra base. 2-out double.
He was all over that one.
Or triple, too.
Pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, he put a great swing on.
It's a golf swing. A little bit of a golf swing there by the Spanish Hammer. He was telling me to go. Get out of here.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. He's already homered here in this one.
Here's Reynolds. He had a 2-run shot in the first inning, and if I remember hearing the call completely from Boog, he sounded so unenthused about it.
Tied at 4. Slow roller to first.
I don't know how we hit that, but okay, game.
He takes it himself to the bag, and
all right, 2-out triple. Does not come around to score.
They leave him stranded. We head on now to the top.
Going to the third. Wild one already here in
tied
Pittsburgh.
4-4.
Third base coach might be too risky.
Welcome back. Let's
he's
check
insane.
out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
This is the team we're facing right here. They are 2-8 in their last 10 games. They got swept by the Rockies. Lost 2 or 3 of the Diamondbacks, 2 or 3 of the Padres. That's rough. All right, Jones, let's have a better inning.
Jones back to work. That pitch gets the corner.
99.
0-1. Wade, 32 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick.
Giants.
Back in 2015.
We're in May. I think we're in late May here. And the Giants are already 15 games out.
And it stays fair.
How does he not get that? I'm so confused by the ratings in this game. I'm really confused. Maybe the ball was hit too hard. Maybe that was it. 95, that's pretty hard. So.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around.
You know what, Jones? None of that's on you, buddy.
Got to get things back on track.
That's not on you, Jared.
Pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
What's up, Dez?
Willie Adames stands in.
That is on the defense.
First time he's 0 for 1.
The defense has absolutely let you down today.
Fly ball pretty well struck.
Adames swings the first pitch.
On this one, onto the track, and he makes the catch.
1 out. We've got a wild one here in PNC already.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Doubled his first time.
Left side of the infield, or the whole left side of the field is just completely to forget how to play their position.
The kick and the pitch. Runner
of course.
goes. Slice the other way. That's
Game pulls off a perfect hit and run, too. That's amazing. It's amazing, man. This game is pulling out all the stops tonight. All the stops.
Stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that they have a
All right.
high contact rate. And
Here's Chapman. Let's see what kind of rigging double play we can't turn here.
Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough.
Oh.
To dunk something.
Never mind, we won't get to turn double play because the game's not going to let me.
Rouse into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball.
Did the real life Pirates get infected in my game?
You've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
I think the real life Pirates just got, like, bled into the game. This is sad. Jared Jones is being completely let down by his defense.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a curve is down and in.
2-1 to the dangerous Matt Chapman. I think Brian's stream crashed.
Second and third, 1 away.
Did Brian stop streaming, or did his thing just end? I really don't know what to throw here. None of it feels safe.
In for a strike. It's 2-2.
Live on YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate you guys turning out tonight because, boy, the game's going to be a real humdinger, it seems. 3-2 to Chapman.
Patrick Bailey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big
he wasn't
impact
feeling well?
here.
No.
Two on, 1 out.
Atta boy. Let's see if our first baseman can catch. He can. 2 down. Big strikeout there.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice
Yeah,
job
Jones's
behind
curve
the
is
plate to
ridiculous.
complete the out at first,
It's really
while
good.
Keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Turned out worse for the defense.
Here's the catcher to hit. Patrick
How much
Bailey.
more worse can it
He's
get?
already homered in this game.
So 2 out. Here's Patrick Bailey. Playing another first birthday party?
Wait, the runner at third.
Wait, what?
Thomas on at second with 2 down.
He only had 1 kid.
On the
Slowly
ground
tapped.
right
Horowitz.
side.
Step on the bag,
He
please.
takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors,
somehow the
and
Giants
2
don't
men
score.
left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
We're on bottom
And
third.
we are tied
4-4.
4-4.
Jones has got to be fuming right now. He's seriously got to be so upset.
And we're back. Now it's going to be Spencer Horowitz.
And Horowitz hits that ball hard off the glove of the first baseman.
Still able to fire over, and
Bet the
they
AI
get
can
it.
recover
This
half
play
the time
made
you
it a bit
can, so
messy, but they clean things up for
Horowitz
the
is out. 1 down.
And Kyle Schwarber will
Just
come
one
up.
for each
He
side of the
reached out and
family.
walked his first time.
Interesting. Oh,
Tap foul
Schwarber.
to plate.
Schwarber's ice cold, man. He needs like just any kind of hit. I'm not asking for a home run, just a nice hit.
Here comes the 0-1.
And that's
And a
2
foul
pitches
ball.
down the middle he should have done something with. So, not going well for Schwarbs. Look at this. He missed both of those.
1 down, base is empty. Outside.
I think he walked in his last at bat, his first at bat. I was talking to Nessa, so the first inning was kind of a blur to me.
Fights that one
Giants
away,
are
still
weak
1-2.
sauce, is what somebody just yelled.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Silver has played 12
That's
years.
not what that pitch was.
Came up
Hit on the
in
ground to the right
2016?
side. And foul ball.
I think it's 2016. 2015. So I guess technically 12 years. Didn't play a lot in 2016 because he got hurt in that Diamondbacks game. Man, oh man. What could have been? Yeah, 11 in real life. Wow.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
This whole team needs a reset.
He hadn't seen that curveball at
Schwarber
all.
strikes out.
How tough is it to adjust to
There were
something
so
like
many
that?
pitches in
With a
that
bunch
at bat
of
he
break
could have
when
done
you haven't
something
had a
with.
look at it yet.
And
Yeah,
he did
when you're
absolutely
dialed up for
nothing.
something
Schwarber
firm,
probably
you
needs a
never
day
wanna
off.
take a called third strike as
Look
a
at this.
fastball,
All
so
these were in the
you're
zone
gonna be
except
a
for that
little
one.
anxious before you recognize the pitch, and right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. And a
Here's
foul ball.
Rodriguez. Shocked I remember that. Oh yeah. No, I remember that completely. He collided out in left center at the in Arizona.
Now the 0-1.
Mm.
Comes up empty.
Good pitch,
That's
0-2.
strike two. Two out, space is empty. In the dirt, 1-2 to count.
Sophomore in college when the Cubs won it. I was 26.
Two down, nobody on.
2-2. Wife took care of her side of the family party. Look at your family side. That's awesome. The kid wins.
Cut on and lifted in the air.
He is throwing these circle
Ramos
changes
on
right
his
down the
way
middle,
over.
and we
Can't
are
get
missing
there.
him.
This one lands foul.
2-2 to Indy.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I remember exactly where I was when the Cubs won it. And Andy Rodriguez is 2 for 2.
Joey gets on
Attaboy.
base and keeps it going.
I don't know who Joey is, but Indy gets on base.
So up next, Key Brian Hayes. He's 0 for 1.
She throws down her
When you
cake.
talk about elite defensive
Atta girl.
third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Kebron Hayes.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play
Should
that
have been
hot
credited
corner,
with an error.
Got to be pretty courageous
think.
over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a
Two-time to Gold Glove. I don't mean to always play with
Swinging a
teams and
foul
have like
play.
Gold
So
Glove
what are the
third
skills
baseman.
you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet?
Oh, that
Is he
was
able-
nope.
A
I knew that
swing
was
and
going to be
a
off
miss.
the plate, and I swung
That
at it anyway.
retires the side, and that'll do it. No runs,
All right,
one hit,
well, we get
no
hit,
errors,
nothing else.
and a
I told
man
you guys
left.
what was going to
On
happen.
inning number 4, and we are
Remember,
tied
go back to
4-4.
the second inning in this video. Birdsong was going to pitch 6 innings after that first inning of no run ball. He's going to have a cruddy first inning. The game was going to rubber band, and he was going to just be dominant from here on out.
Back here in Pittsburgh, start of the 4th, and digging in for San Francisco, Hunter Bishop. Up the middle, Figueroa.
Oh, Figueroa makes that play.
And one gone in the
Bishop
4th
down on one
as they
pitch.
get the leadoff man.
He was in one of the floor mates down dorm room,
And up
and
next
almost
for
everyone
San
on our floor was
Francisco,
rooting for the
Brett
Cubs. And one guy
Wisely.
ruined it by watching
1 for
Twitter.
1 with a single so far.
I was sitting in my apartment. Vanessa was at work, so she wasn't there. I was sitting in my apartment at my old streaming station. And when the Cubs won it, I had this rickety old, like, office chair. Like a rickety old, like, barely a back to it office chair. And when Chris Bryant made that play, I almost fell out of the back of it. I think Vanessa walked in the door 30 seconds after the final out was made.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I was on thumbtacks that whole night watching that game.
Fouled off to the right.
Even after Dexter Fowler led off with a home run, I was still on thumbtacks. I was just like, there's no way. Cleveland is such a talented team. There's no way a 1-0 lead is going to do it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I want to say the final out was made at 11:15. That one's kind of a wild guess. I know it was after 11 o'clock.
Tied at 4. That's inside.
Yeah, no, good times. Good times. Anything the Cubs win from here on out is bonus to me.
On the ground to the left.
There's a ground ball to Hayes. Oh, sorry, Kitty.
Hayes to first.
That is an interesting place to sleep.
This is important.
Two down.
If we can go 1, 2, 3 here, we'll be
You remember the rain delay?
positive.
I love how so many people make it a conspiracy theory.
Back to the top of the lineup, Cedric Mullins.
And they're just
The
like,
next
you
to
know,
hit.
you do realize that well, I guess the Indians at the time, you do realize that Cleveland had the same chance to win the game, right? Oof.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Hung one out to
towards
Mullins.
right
Somehow
field.
this ball is not a home run.
Sizing this one up. He's there. He's
Jones
there.
has a 1-2-3.
And that is that. Through 3.5, all tied, 4-piece.
But the Orioles, like that Orioles team reminds me so much of the 2015 Cubs. You know, they made it to the playoffs last year. Now they needed to make adjustments.
Here's the shortstop
And
at
unfortunately,
the
I don't think they made
Leo
enough
Vaquero.
adjustments. But they can still do it. They're just entering their window.
And that's in the dirt.
You know, these Pirates do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say
no
that game
conspiracy
plan
at
is
all.
working out
Like,
pretty
even if
well
the
right
Guardians would have won that game, I still would have said no conspiracy.
The shortstop takes the ball.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
That's
3-1 to
outside.
Piguero.
Now
Palacios on deck.
3-1.
That game really could have went either way. It was such a good game.
Fouled
I have a
off down
thing
the
on
right
my wall
side.
here.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs and 3
Let me see if I
innings.
can turn my camera to it. Hold on. I'll show you this real quick. Hold on. Ignore all this pregame stuff. Let me just... I didn't do any pregame things today, but I have this thing on the wall that Vanessa got me. Let me see if I can turn my camera here without breaking anything. This thing right here is like a little plaque that says the 2016 record, 114 wins, 64 losses. Cubs and, you know, Indians at the time. Cubs win the World Series 4-3, and that's like a little cardboard overhead view of Wrigley. Vanessa got me that a long time ago. So I was like, it was really cool to have that. That's probably one of my favorite things. You know, that's not family related, so.
He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And I didn't show you that picture beside it.
It's
That
a
picture
leadoff
beside it,
walk.
I'll take a
That's
picture of it and put it on
the going
Twitter for you guys if you want me to put it up there. But it's an old photo of Wrigley,
So
like
next
from
to
the
plate for Pittsburgh,
20s
Josh
or 30s.
Palacios. Struck out swinging.
Vanessa
his
found that at
first
a
time.
yard sale.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Signs of movement in the
Giants bullpen warming up.
Eric Miller.
How can
appears
weather
to
be a
getting
conspiracy?
loose. Jelly,
The most
hard
popular
throwing
conspiracy
right-hander
is that
up
the
his
Guardians were gaining momentum because of the Rajai Davis home run off Chapman. And so they faked a rain delay. They faked a rain delay so they can kill the momentum. That just to sum it up. There's a little more to it than that, but that's just a summary of it. And Palacios up the middle. First and second, nobody out.
Runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He wasn't able to elevate.
I'm telling you,
it, but
Palacios getting hot. He's not
swing
like
on it.
he's not gonna be
Right on
scorching
time,
hot,
good, balanced
but he's
approach,
increased his
and just
average by a
blasted it
by
through
a
the
lot.
infield.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and
of course, Chapman gave up the home run. Dude, that is bad. When I saw Rajai Davis hit that home run off Chapman, I honestly thought it was over because no one was expecting Rajai Davis to hit the home run off Chapman.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind
But yeah, in Chapman's defense, I will defend Chapman in that scenario. Joe Madden used the ever-living Jesus out of him in the playoffs. He used the ever-loving Jesus out of Chapman. Like, Chapman was a one-inning guy. And there was constantly where he was trying to get 5 outs, 6 outs, sometimes on back-to-back nights. And it was just... I don't think he was using Chapman right. But then again, we won a World Series. So, I mean, who am I to judge? Keaton went out of the bullpen for the Giants, by the way. Splitter, fastball, sinker, slider, 74 overall, 28, age 28. Starter working out of the bullpen. No.
Cruz, 0 for 2 in this one. A bit behind with that swing.
What's up, Ray? It was destiny for Cleveland to blow it again. I mean, the Cubs almost blew it. I mean, they really did.
Over at second, Palacios.
Chapman was supposed to be the shutdown.
Strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball.
Man, we still haven't figured out. Twitch, you've been around for how long, and you can't figure out how to get rid of your bots here, buddy? Get out of here. Nobody likes you. There we go. 0-2. The Cubs did deserve it. I mean, they really did. But I also realized that that's it hard to center field. We're going to hold. Paguero at third. Base is loaded. Nobody out. But I also understand that if the Cubs wouldn't have won it that night in November, I don't think they would have won it. The way that core just fell apart was... As good as the core was in 2015 and 2016, they were also... It was such a... I don't want to say wasted, but they could have done so much more. Everything was there. You had the slick defense by Baez. You had the young hitting with Chris Bryant. You had the leadership of Anthony Rizzo. You had, well, before Russell screwed up his life, a very good shortstop in Russell. You had a good pitching staff. You had a decent bullpen. You had veteran leadership in the outfield. You had a very experienced manager. You had an owner and a GM that wanted to win. And... You know, besides that Braves GM, I don't think there's another GM out there that wants to win more than Theo Epstein does. I mean, the Dodgers, yeah, but they have so much money, you don't have to try that hard. But, you know, it's very interesting because Jed Hoyer, who's the current Cubs GM, his contract expires at the end of the season. So I will be interested to see what happens. Oh, off the glove of the first baseman. We will get the lead and safe. Gonzalez is safe at first. That's an error. 5-4 Pittsburgh. Nobody knows how to play defense tonight.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Ryan Reynolds.
And here's Reynolds. Addison Russell, yeah, it was a crazy Yankee game. Do you ever watch that DVD set I sent you? I still have it. It's back here. I don't have a DVD player, but I still have it. It's you can't see it in my camera view, but it's like right sitting on my neck. It's sitting right above. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if my camera's getting the Giants little logo I have right there, but it's sitting right above it. I still appreciate you so much for sending me that. I really do. I'm actually scared to open it. But when the Cubs lost that wild card game against the Rockies in, what was that, 2019? It was over. Like, it was just over there. Use your computer. I actually don't have a disk tray, like a disk drive on my computer. I really don't.
It's a ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up or something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Big first out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his
I love it, dude. I love it. I appreciate that.
Moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Horwitz. Base is loaded.
Horwitz in the box now. Take strike 1.
I think ultimately
2018. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. 2018. Are you feeling okay, by the way?
Can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And he swings.
Man, we're not going to hit. We're going to get one run, and that's it.
Being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play. They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That's a good pitch.
3, and that's 2 in a
I wasn't going to do anything with that pitch.
Just a beautiful fastball.
Horwitz strikes out looking 2 down. Bases loaded. Nobody out. We're pulling a 2018 Cubs here.
So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's a big power.
Oh boy.
Kyle Schwarber.
It's up to Schwarber.
He is struck out, and he is walked.
Schwarber.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
God, man, that is 6 pitches in the middle of the zone that he has missed. That was very early, though.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
7 pitches he's missed in the middle of the zone. Good Lord, call time, please.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases.
I don't even want a home run. I just want to hit.
Foul ball.
I did not mean to swing at that. The game probably did me a favor. 0-2, bases loaded. Pirates get the lead back.
That's the ball.
Way inside, 1-2.
Up a little bit.
If you're just now tuning in, the theme of the game has been shoddy defense. And Schwarber is going to strike out. He's safe? What? No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. No. That, no. I found the short for this episode. I found the short. That did not happen. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Let's evaluate this. Oh my God. Base is loaded. 2 strikes on Schwarber. We swing at a really bad pitch. Catcher can't control it. You got to throw him out at first. Bailey decides to pick the ball up. Hey, you know what? Not a bad idea to get back to the plate. Major kudos to Palacios for running this out. Okay, let's give credit where credit's due here. Palacios is running. Okay, he is not lurking his way home. And he beats him to the plate. You can't do that. We're going to get another run because of this. I mean, did he actually touch the plate? We'll say he did because I don't see Bailey's foot on the plate. In all my years of playing the show, that's the first time I've scored a run like that. I don't know if I did a good job clipping that. If anyone did a better job, please let me know, because I'll use your clip and give you credit for it. But that's a new way. That's completely new. I have never scored a run like that before. Oh my God. Just when I was talking about, hey, theme of the episode, Rodriguez, shady defense.
The next Pirate to
holy smokes. Here's Rodriguez. Base is loaded still.
Yeah, that's in for a strike.
That did not happen. That did not happen. I would be so furious. I would be so mad. All right, well, we've been gifted a run.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
We'll see how mad the game gets, though, because I'm sure it didn't like that.
If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
0-2 to Rodriguez.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row.
And he
Just
strikes
cruising
out.
along. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand
We get
3.
2.
We're
Should have got
headed to
more,
the 5th.
but my
It's
goodness.
The Pirates 6 and the Giants 4.
That was a crazy 4. We're not even halfway through the game yet, and it's 6-4.
We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's the Giants DH.
My God.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
All right, Jones.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning.
Dude.
That hot team back in there to swing.
What kind of update did SDS give this game? I haven't played in like 4 days, but like, what kind of update did they give this game?
Fastball for a strike.
0-2. I appreciate that, Des. Thank you, sir. I will look at it. Ground ball to Horowitz. Jones steps on the bag, 1 out. I will look at it after stream. I promise if I use yours, Des, I will give you credit for it.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
That is so ridiculous, man.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up.
I guess I should leave my face cam off for this short, because the last time I was actually shocked by something like that, someone accused me of faking that reaction. Which I get it. That goes around on YouTube. I was legit shocked. But hey, to each their own.
He's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
To each their own. I'm not mad at the guy. I thought I was faking it.
Late swing, foul to the left.
One and 2 to Lamont Wade Jr.
Outside low. The count now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
My goodness, what a crazy game.
Upstairs.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2. Willie Adames is on deck. Telling you, this game's not over yet.
Empty.
And that ball hit high and deep. It's going to bounce off the wall, I'm sure.
Banks off the wall.
Sure will.
And that's a double.
And Lamont Wade gets a 1-out double.
Well, here we are.
I'm telling you, man.
And this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen.
Bad news, Bears. Is that what you titled it? That's good. If that was us making the error, I would title it Bad News Buccos.
One out.
That's a good one.
Runner at second. Now it's the
All right, let's get the
shortstop,
bullpen
William
warming up here.
Thomas.
We're going to get Nicholas warming up. A lot of righties in this lineup. So we're just going to get Nicholas warming up, I think. Dangerous hitter here, Willie Adames.
And there's
He's
the
actually got a potential bump. He's now an an A potential player in this franchise. He's an 89 overall coming into this game. Potential's been bumped up to an A.
misses
So he is dangerous.
And now it's even 1-1. Here's the pitch to Adames.
Ground ball. Pass
The
Hayes.
through base hit.
They are not going to send the runner.
And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third.
Runners on
Runners
the
down
corners.
at the corners.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard.
I want to know where the left side of my infield
When you
is.
keep it on the ground. It feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runners at the corners here, one away. And now, Elliot Ramos.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Almost 2 for 2. Just don't know what kind of game you're going to expect here on this channel. 'Cause I'm as surprised as you are. Heads up.
And that one almost got him.
All right, this is going to be his last hitter. He is absolutely
Wade
struggling.
At third, Adames at first, one goal.
Actually, this would probably be good to get Majinski here. Theoretically, Holderman. 'Cause if Chapman comes up and there are bases loaded, that's it.
And a
That's going to be a base
hit
hit. That will easily score a run. And the Giants runners on the corners. I told you guys the game's going to get angry that it made that mistake.
Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations.
How is this team
Call
3
it
games
clutch
under
if you want,
500 again?
But his resume speaks for itself.
I'm confused.
2 on, 1 out.
All right, we're pulling.
And up next for
Or
the
we're going to have a mound
Giants,
visit, then we're
Matt
going to pull.
Chapman.
I love Nicholas, but we're going to bring in Majinski here. I think he would be the better fit. We'll keep Nicholas warming up, but Carmen Majinski is going to come in.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move.
Do we walk Chapman, which is probably what we might do, and take our chances with Bailey?
A new pitcher in the game, Carmen Majinski.
Still a lot of
There are the
game
numbers
left,
for
and this
Majinski.
game
He's been
could go
good.
either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to
I don't know
get
if
some
Chapman's a
important
double
outs
play
to try to
ball
help carry this
kinda
lead
hitter.
into the later innings.
Who's on deck? Bailey? He's got good vision and even better clutch than Chapman. We might as well just pitch to Chapman here. I'm sure the game's going to find a way to get the run anyway.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
One for 2. This has been such a crazy game, man.
Just
2-0.
missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Top of
Oh
the
boy,
zone.
not where
It's
we wanted it,
called
but
a
we'll
strike.
take it. 2-1. Be nice to get a big second out here. I swear to God, Indy, if this goes by you.
Chapman gets
Was he just sitting on that pitch? Who sits on a cutter down and away?
Ballparks have installed the netting.
It's just early. Okay.
Keep things safer all around the
2
league.
balls, 2 strikes. Let's go a little farther off. That's not off. That was so nowhere near where I asked you to put that.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
Game don't care where you want it, though. It's just going to tell you where it wants it.
Got him swinging.
He gets him fishing. 2 down. Majinski, big second out.
Really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner.
First 3 pitches, high velo, then you go with the soft breaking stuff. I'm surprised Chapman chased.
And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up.
Well, here's Bailey.
Mentality is what causes
Patrick
them to win
Bailey,
series,
that is.
Get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the
Swings the
dugout.
first pitch, center field. Cruz, please don't lose it in the sun.
Drops into the glove, and that's
And
the third
Majinski
out.
gets the job done.
But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's
Ramos
tightened up
brings
a
him
bit.
back within a
It's
run.
6-5 now.
We are halfway done here in Pittsburgh. What a game. 6-5. Both starters are
We head
out.
to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Key Brian Hayes. That's in there.
Here's
And it's
Hayes.
0-1.
You know, these Pirates really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them.
We're going to be putting some pressure on Hayes in the next couple
really wanted
years.
to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Because he
Swing
just,
and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know, man. I can't really trade him. I can try, but
Swing
he's
and
got
miss.
such a contract as he swings at a nasty pitch.
Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets
Bailey
it.
will throw him out.
1
1
away
down.
on a drop, 3rd strike.
Go right now. He's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating.
Keaton Wynn
these
struck out
hitters.
5 of us in a row.
Doesn't look like it's a funny
We
thing.
deserve it.
And all of a
Here's
sudden,
Paguero.
I'm in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's
Can't
5 straight
hit anything.
strikeouts.
Why
Get
is
the ball
Keaton Wynn
going.
unhittable? Why is this guy unhittable?
Figueroa at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up
Maybe
empty
because
there.
my guys have no contact. How'd it go?
Hit hard, base hit.
Aguero
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out
breaks up the
single.
K streak. 1 out knock.
Josh Palacios, the next Pirate to hit.
Here is
This is
Palacios.
a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might
We are
get
absolutely
interesting.
not going to steal here. That's what the game wants us to do. We're not going to do that.
That's in there.
0-1.
Like I said, Palacios has been swinging a better bat. 246 on the year. He's going to golf that left center field, and that's going to drop in. Nice read by Paguero. First and second, 1 out.
2 on with 1 away. So the lineup flips over. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3.
Ah, and Cruz. That's a double play.
There's 1, and that's 2.
I hate the first pitch perk
Got the batter
for
that hit
hitters.
exactly
I hate it
where
so
he wanted
much.
that
It seems like such a
6-4-3
useless perk.
Double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Like, I generally don't know what is the advantage of having a batter that has a
We
perk
go to
about
the
swinging at the first
top
pitch.
half of inning number 6, and now the right
When it's like
fielder,
down the
Archer
middle.
Bishop.
And you still can't do nothing with it.
Majinski back to work. That's towards
Fly ball, center field,
Cruz
Cruz.
moving under it. He's got
1
it.
pitch, 1 out.
And there's 1 down. Brett Wisely getting ready to hit.
Did I say Wisely was behind the plate? I meant Bailey. What a job by
Fouled off.
Carbon
He was
Majinski
late.
so far. He has been so good for us this season. He really has. He's been very solid. A 2.75 ERA. Only 18 games. Ignore the win-loss record, but he's been solid. I don't know what his metrics say. Apparently he's below replacement, but walks are down. Strikeouts are slightly up. Home runs are unfortunately slightly up, but I have noticed in like a bunch of the simulated games, when it's been close,
Chop to the right side.
when it's been close, he's usually there, like in the 7th inning.
The 0-2. And
Okay.
base hit up the middle.
I'm taking Peguero out.
So the one-out hit turns the line.
We're making a sub on defense.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the
I don't know
count,
why
up
he's in
against it
sludge,
with 2
but if he's
strikes
going to
right
be
there.
in sludge, I don't want him.
But he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
We're going to put in Falefa.
Now into the ball game on defense, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's in a
I'm
shortstop.
telling you, man.
Stepping in, Cedric Mullins.
We gave Peguero his chance. I just don't think he's that good defensively. I mean, we've seen what he's done tonight. He just doesn't move.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Now we've got a situation. We got the top of the lineup with a very angry game.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there.
Got to face Mullins 0-2. So contact power and plate vision goes up 50%. Or whatever that made-up stat is.
Check on the runner.
I'm watching you.
And he's back standing.
I'm watching you.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power
I'm not
guy,
throwing back-to-back
so
sliders
you
to
wanna make
Mullins.
sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
I don't want to throw a fastball inside. I'm just scared to, man. For that reason. Like, nothing works when you throw a fastball inside. Absolutely nothing works. It's either a freaking wild pitch or they hit it 415 feet.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play.
Indy, what are you doing behind the plate, man? Are you just not ready either? Why is the defense so garbage today? It's like the real-life Pirates have infected this group.
Runner at second here, one gone.
Just don't get it. I mean, if you really want my opinion, it's because the game's rubber banding. But, I mean, that... No one believes me. Ugh. It's alright. 1-2.
Out towards right center.
Who's got it?
field.
Who's got it? Nobody's.
And it's into the gap. Coming home. He comes across to score. The Giants
I give up,
tie it
dude.
as the go-ahead
I
runner
sincerely
pulls
give up.
at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets
Please tell
into
me
a
you
count,
guys believe
the
me,
more
right?
comfortable he
Like,
becomes,
I'm not
and
doing
he
this
usually
shit on
wins the battle.
purpose. The game is literally rubber banding. I can't.
Next will be the Giants DH.
I can't.
Jung-Hoo Lee, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
If you wanted me to be in control of O'Neal Cruz, why the fuck did you put me in control of Palacios?
Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
One away.
Man, this game is so jealous. Holy shit.
Popped up to the left.
This would be like if I was facing the Dodgers. If I was facing the Dodgers, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I mean, maybe. But this team is 2-10 or 2-8 in their last 10. They're 3 games under 500. They're 15 games back in their division, and they're playing like
So the
this.
go-ahead run in scoring position.
How?
And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, let's see what we're going to give up here. I can't throw a fastball inside because Indy will
First pitch misses.
turn full idiot and not catch it. Because that's happened 3 times in the game, so I think I have basis to say that.
2 outs.
Can't throw a fastball. How did the fielder not catch that? Because of the game. That's literally what I got. 70 fielding, 71 reaction time, can't get it. Ratings don't matter, everybody. That's the theme of the channel. Ratings don't matter in the show. I'm really not mad. I'm just amazed. I'm seriously amazed. Good eye. 2-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The game knows what I'm going to throw, man. What can I tell you? Attaboy. Well, defense continues to not exist. Game's tied again. I don't know what else to do. We just got to rough it out. 6-6 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. This game, man. Oh, this game is something else.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And the batter now, Nick Gonzalez.
All right. Let's let Kyle Nicholas have his debut, shall we? We might as well put him. We might as well have his debut in the middle of the lineup. It's okay. It's all good. And Gonzalez is going to get a hit. At least we're not completely helpless on offense.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play.
Gonzalez' 3rd time reaching base here tonight.
Something to improve.
That was a fair ball indeed.
Brian Reynolds.
I don't know how that was a hit. Here's Reynolds. I was so late on that.
Foul.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish.
Definitely not going to be running on this guy.
Move to first. Tag, and he's picked up.
Doesn't even have the quirk.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Wasn't even gonna steal. All right, what else are you gonna pull?
The next offering misses. Now 1 and
I wasn't
2.
even going to steal. I didn't even take a lead. I really didn't. I guess Nick Gonzalez was just putting his finger somewhere it shouldn't be. I don't know. Meanwhile, Brian Reynolds has hit his home run. Now he's useless. We need a Horowitz. We need a howitzer shot.
Because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger.
Wow, ball 1.
Because it looks like a four-seamer.
The funniest part about this really messed up game is that Rusty Valentine is behind the plate and he hasn't even been a factor.
In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. That one lifted to
Well, we hit it pretty hard, but that's going to be caught.
This one brings it in for the 3rd out.
Okay, well, 6 innings in the books. I guess none of these teams want to win, especially us. Let's go to the 7th. It's just ridiculous, man. Holy shit. Let's see a, well, not really a debut. He's pitched before in the bigs.
And he comes on here.
Let's see a series debut. I guess we'll call it that.
I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see
Kyle
if he settles
Nicholas just called up. And we're going to throw him to the dogs. Got to face Adamas as his first hitter. Might as well.
all these Giants.
Last time he's pitched was in 2023? 24. 51 games. Didn't pitch that bad. So, fastball, slider, curve. 27-year-old, 66 overall player. Been doing a ridiculously good job in AAA. That's why I think he deserved the call up.
These batters are not getting fooled right now.
That one the other way.
Oh my God, we caught a ball. Adamas lines out to Nick. One down. Ray, you believe me when I say I'm not even mad, right?
But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
It's just...
Now the left fielder, Elliott
the way this game's going,
3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
it's quickly fitting into the top 5 on the channel.
This one chopped on the ground.
Because of all the weird, incapable defense I've seen.
Right through there.
100 by Nicholas. 0-2 to Elliott Ramos. But we know velocity don't matter in this game either.
That one to first.
I wonder if the AI have ambush hitting. I just don't understand what's happening. That should be the title of this episode. I just don't understand what's happening.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside.
Thanks,
corner,
Valentine.
so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this
Okay,
was his time.
I jinxed it. Rusty just now showed his mark there.
Knocks that one away. And
Surprised that wasn't called fair. Yeah. Oh man. Nice, swung at ball 3.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
Ramos strikes out, 2 down here in the 7th.
Fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
It was a ball. He called it a ball.
And here is Matt Chapman.
He called it a ball.
And that's through there for a strike.
Here's Chapman.
It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
What a crazy game. Hey, I guess it's better than being boring, right?
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses
I
the
want people to
zone.
understand
And
something.
the
If they
count
ever
is
see a
1-1.
video of, like, you know, for people who know how I do my episodes, I usually only play 1 game. If you see it longer than 2 hours, it's a pretty safe bet that something funky is happening.
The 1-2.
2-2.
I want to know what's happening to Indy behind the plate, man. He is, he just forgot how to catch.
Got him.
Wow.
Giants go in order.
Good series debut by Kyle
Giants
Nicholas.
go down quietly. This game remains tied.
Struck
at
out 2 of the
6.
3 hitters he faced. Let's go bottom of the 7th. This crazy train is continuing to roll through Pittsburgh, 6-6. That's just insane to me.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Oh, he doesn't say his name weird anymore. That's a shame. So here's Sir Anthony Dominguez out of the bullpen for the Giants.
Should be active.
Good year for him.
Tied at 6. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH. Kyle Schwarber.
We need Schwarber to hit something
and a
here.
pair of strikeouts. And
Obviously not that pitch.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this.
Check out Sir Anthony Dominguez, 31 years old, 72 overall reliever, 4-seam, slider, sinker, and circle change, and he has got some velo on these pitches here. Did not pitch at all in 25. That kind of surprises me. And here he is with the Giants on a nice 1-year, $730,000 deal, and what a steal. What a steal. Been pretty good for him.
Ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And another ball.
If Schwarber gets on, we're absolutely pinch running for him. Didn't mean to swing at that.
It's a tough
My
pitch,
bad.
but in terms of
2-1.
the best pitcher,
That was a good timing.
That fastball
Ow.
is down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates,
2-2.
guys aren't touched it.
What's up, YC? What's going on? We are in a crazy, whacked out game tonight. Oh, Schwarber, my guy. Just get on base, my dude. You don't have to hit a home run. Just get on base. Or I will fall so forward. Okay. That was not pretty. All right. Didn't expect the circle change.
Andy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. Swinging a foul straight.
Here's Andy.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the
I gotta be careful what we do with our bullpen. Guess we should get Yarborough warming up. Yeah, we'll get him warming up. Oh yeah, you're from Yolag. Okay, I feel you, man. Yeah, I did. I bought the wrong game. Yeah, I did a dumb. Yeah, that's me. I do a lot of those. I do a lot of those.
And that one handled.
2 down. Sadly, I can't just go out and get Mike Trout. I have franchise guidelines that I follow by because it's too easy to fleece the game, so you kind of have to set some rules.
First pitch swinging.
I'm not a professional at this game, despite playing it for so long. But no one likes to see you win all the time.
Outside.
Your name kind of rang a bell, but I didn't know where I saw it from, so I'm glad you clarified you were from Yolag, from his community. It's fine. I mean, the game's... There's always going to be nitpicks with the game. Overall, I do enjoy the game. I think it is improved over last year. I'm sure they'll run some kind of sale on it in the near future. So if you're unsure, just probably wait until it goes on sale.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Let's see. We're going to leave Nicholas out here for this inning, or this hitter, and then we'll bring in Yarborough. My favorite team in every sport. I am mostly just a baseball guy. I don't really follow any other sport.
Fastball for a strike.
I live in the heart of SEC country, but I don't really follow any other sport. I'm just a baseball guy. Are you kidding me?
This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the
Man, we are getting capped. Second home run of the game for Patrick Bailey, and the Giants have got the lead in this seesaw.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet.
I forgot, you can't throw anything inside to these guys. They just sit on it every time. But my favorite team, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. Been a fan since 1998.
That might be the toughest pitch to hit a home run on. Same side thrower as the hitter, inside part of the plate. That front door.
That definitely was. Wow, what a single. What is he looking at?
And the Pirates manager
all right.
making his way to the mound now.
Tough outing there. That's all right.
Kyle Nicholas.
Nicholas, I don't blame you for that, my guy. That's all right, buddy.
New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Let's go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in Yarborough. This game has been so back and forth. I don't even know what to say.
Ryan Yarborough.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa. My very first game I watched that got me. I played baseball when I was younger, and I played a little bit in high school. But the very first Cubs game I ever watched was the Kerrywood 20 strikeout game against the Astros.
At the plate,
that was my very first game I ever watched. Are we really bunting right now? You're up by a run, sir. There is no need for that.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this.
You know what, Boog? I agree with you. This game has been a big mess of confusion and seesawing. Neither team knows how to play defense. It's been one of those games, man. It's been one of those games.
The lefty ready and a 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Yeah, no, that's a true story. That's a really true story. Because we saw it on WGN. And I remember before that game came on, I said, whichever team wins this game, I'm just going to be a fan of, because I was really getting into baseball when I was about 8. So, and it just so happened my first impression was the Kerrywood game, and I was like, I guess I'm a Cubs fan. And how did you not swing at that? My favorite player of all time? Don't really follow baseball that much. That's cool. You're more than welcome to talk other sports. I just don't know how much I can contribute. Like I said, my favorite player. Oh God, please don't do this. Okay. Good pick by Spencer. One down. My favorite player of all time is Kerrywood. He's absolutely my favorite player.
Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit.
I know he's not like. I know he's not like top of the list of like people's favorite players, but he's my favorite player for, you know, personal reasons and the reason I'm into baseball.
That's a little bit low.
1-1.
First MLB game ever was a Rangers game last summer. Oh, nice. So you went to the new stadium. The new Globe, was it Globe Life Park now? I always get them mixed up. Or is it Field?
That clips the corner.
Cowboys fan football wise? Okay.
And we're in the top of the 8th.
Beautiful slurve. Wisely strikes out. 2 down here in the 8th.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't
Globe
really
Life.
do much
Okay.
damage, but it's close enough.
That ballpark looks really nice.
And he just couldn't find a way to fight it all.
So here's Mullins. The first game I went to,
The next to hit takes outside.
I went to Turner Field. It wasn't too long ago, actually. I haven't really been in a position to travel a lot in my life. But I've been to a few minor league ballparks. I went to Turner Field. I've been to Truist.
This is in the air down the line. Palacios.
Please catch it.
Sizes
All right,
this
cool.
one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it.
All right.
When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. And this is now
Giants got the lead again. Patrick Bailey with his second home run of the game. Bottom of the 8th we go. Let's see if we got some more fight in us. That's a good one.
Back now, new pitcher
Good
on the
luck.
mound as we
All right, game
roll
over.
into the bottom of the eighth, Camilo Doval.
Well, the
Gotta
best
face
relievers
Camilo
love
Doval.
The opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
Mississippi
Some
State
of them are
fan and
just
LSU,
wired
Florida
different,
fan in
so
college.
We'll see what he's got here.
Oh man, you're all over the place.
One-run game.
That's cool.
And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
So here's Falefa coming in for Paguero, who played shoddy defense to say the least.
Action in the pen down there. Ryan Walker, the closer of the staff, is getting
What's up,
loose
Gabe?
to finish this one off.
But yeah, you mind if I call you YC? Or if you prefer to be called anything else?
Just missed.
Checking out Mr. Doval, former closer of the Giants. 28 years old, 77 overall, fireball reliever, slider, cutter, and sinker. He's got velo, he's got movement, and he does have command problems at times. But he is clutch as clutch can get. Clutch as clutch can get, huh? Boy, words are hard. But he's kind of slowly been shifting over the last couple seasons to a holder position, and he has been doing quite well for the Giants, with Walker being the new closer. That is who we are up against. Good luck.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Oh, Falefa, left field. That will be pulled foul.
Oh man,
That was close.
fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't
Right down the
keep it
middle
between
again.
The lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Next offering way off the
Jesus.
plate.
2-2. Oof.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Falefa kind of yanking these sliders a little too hard there. Way out in front of it.
Misses, it's a
Shouldn't have swung
strikeout.
that.
Pretty big strikeout
One out
there to start
here in the
the
eighth.
inning.
Shouldn't have chased that.
Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more
IR's bad at
interesting.
hitting,
But
but
now
it's
this
okay.
offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just
All right,
try to
here's
string multiple
Palacios.
hits together to get a run across the plate.
Josh Palacios, the next Pirate to hit.
He is 2 for 3.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Scored probably the most unique run I've ever seen on my channel. Never scored a run like that before in my life.
One down, base is empty. And ball one.
One ball, one strike.
Met everybody on Florida's basketball team? Like, I'm guessing you mean like this year or...
And
Wow.
now the count,
That
1-2
slider just takes
after
such
the
a
swing
turn.
and
1
miss.
and 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
What a game this has been.
Swing and a miss.
And we're at that point in the game where we're not going to be able to hit
Chance to
anything.
strike out the side now.
Two
You talk
down.
About the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss.
Here's
whether it's
Cruz.
inherited runners or maybe a little jam
Oh, that's cool.
that they get into themselves. Knowing
That's
that
wicked.
they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now O'Neal Cruz.
Of course, I choose not to swing. He throws one right in the little happy zone there. Cruz is off to a good start this season. 301, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. He is 1 for 4 here tonight.
2 outs. And one fouled off.
Once again, we're so out in front of these sliders, man. So out in front of these things. More lefties on the mound, huh?
Trying to hold a
I appreciate you
lead
tuning in,
in the
YC. Have a
bottom
good one,
half of
bud.
the 8th inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
0 and 2. Keep her going. Just try to see what we can do here. And Cruz will launch that over the head of the second
So
baseman.
the tying run reaches with 2 away.
I'm not going to steal because I'm sure that's what the game wants me to do. I'm going to get thrown out. So we're not going to steal here.
Nick Gonzalez.
Here's Gonzalez.
The Pirate to hit.
Right down the middle.
For a strike.
Going with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap.
Right down the
Score that
middle,
run from
man.
first base.
The game knows. I'm telling you.
Next pitch is outside.
Got a
Right now,
guy that
they're
can
looking for something
quick
to
release
get
to the
off
plate. Good
into
catcher
the
behind.
gaps. Give them an opportunity
No
with 2
reason to
outs
steal.
Score that run from first.
And misses inside.
That
All right,
was
2 and 1.
absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing
How are we so out in front of that? I don't feel like I'm swinging that early.
Here goes the runner.
There goes Cruz.
And it remains 2
I'm
and 2.
gonna foul it off. Good timing too. Cool. Jesus. I don't know how much longer it wants me to wait on that slider. Ain't gonna matter anyway. And we strike out. Nice job by Duvall. Doval, I should say, not Duvall.
You just gotta let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing,
All right,
getting out of a
8
tough
innings
inning.
in the books. Crunch time at PNC. We are down by 1.
We go to the 9th. Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee.
I'm glad Duvall's not the closer
Back to
though.
work. Yarborough in his 8th
1-0.
season, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014.
It's just, man, what a tough game to. I mean, even if we win this game, like, it still doesn't feel good, right? Made so many defensive miscues. I don't know how none of them were errors either, but
So a foul ball
made
makes
so
it
many
1-2.
defensive miscues in this game. It's ridiculous.
On the
And
ground,
the AI are just
and
sitting on
that's
everything.
just
You can't
foul.
really throw any pitches because they're sitting on everything. That was not where we wanted that. Now, Lee is a tough out.
Fouled off
Can you
the
imagine
plate,
if you
they'll do it
had,
again.
Also really good at
you know,
that.
him,
I like it, but
Quan,
this guy,
Arise
his
at the
bat
top
stays
part of
in
your
the zone
lineup?
for a long time. Gives
Just
him the
forget
ability
about it.
to foul off tough pitches.
Pitch
Maybe a little bit of
misses.
Nico Horner in
2 balls,
there.
2 strikes the count.
Don't kill him with power, just kill him with good hitting. Who else are we missing in that equation?
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Of course he is. The guy's good. Look at his vision. He knows where the pitches are going to be.
And that's ball 3.
Lamont Wade Jr. on deck.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Gonna foul everything off.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Stays alive.
Kind of what he does, though.
And an arrow with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts. You
it's
gotta
Wade's.
love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Okay. 3-2. Attaboy. Fly ball left field. Reynolds.
Gets under it.
Thankfully knows how to catch this ball. 1 down.
The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in.
I don't want to know why that's called that. So Lamont Wade here, 2 outs, or sorry, 1 out here in the 9th inning. Gets a hold of that pitch. Hits it high and deep center field, but Cruz should grab this one.
Brings it in.
2 down.
There are 2 outs. Two outs, base is empty. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
I'm so surprised that Willie Adames is actually weaker towards lefties. That kind of amazes me. Seems like he would absolutely crush lefties the way he is.
That's outside.
But I want to know.
Ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Sure, the Giants have Walker ready to go to close out in the bottom half of the inning. We will have our 2, 3, 4 spots due up. I'm sorry, no, 3, 4, 5 due up. It will be Reynolds, Schwarber, and
1-run game
somebody.
here at the top of the 9th.
Andy Rodriguez, I believe. Inside, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
If we do have a comeback in us, that's the part of the lineup we want.
That one outside.
Yarborough's not fooling anybody. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he rings him up by Rusty Valentine. Bottom of the 9th we go for Pittsburgh. Last chance. Reynolds, Horowitz, and Schwarber. Excuse me. We're going to the bottom of the 9th game. Come on, get it right.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Walker.
Ryan Walker, 12 for 18 in saves, has not actually been that efficient. ERA close to 6.
Let's see if he can wrap it
Well,
up
let's
here.
see him have a 1-2-3 inning for us.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. And it was a homer back in the
Brian
first
Reynolds
inning that got
hit a
his
2-run
start
shot
at
in the
plate.
first inning, and he's been real quiet since.
His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
I'd like to skip it, please. All right. Let's take a look at Ryan Walker, 86 overall, 30. I did not know he was 30. 30-year-old righty, sinker, slider, fastball. And, wow, his stats are really good. I did not know he was this good. But for some reason, he's struggling. 5.75 ERA. He's blown his last 2 saves. That would be nice. Got a lot of quirks, though. He's got 2 of the 3 quirks active. Let's see what we got here. Reynolds is due up first.
And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
This is who we want in our lineup. I don't know how we're going to turn on anything. Sinker, sinker.
1-run game, bottom 9.
Whoa, why did my audio just cut out?
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Okay, there
This
it
guy's
is.
sink has so much drop at it. It's
1 and
almost
2.
like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Next offering way upstairs.
Shout out to the Athletics being 2.5 games back in the West.
And it's
I don't know why I swung at that, but we did.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Disgusting.
Gets a piece. And
That was a
stays
mistake.
alive.
We didn't. We missed it. 2 and 2. Of course.
Misses. It's a strikeout.
Of course, we can't make contact with 2 strikes. We lose contact and vision with 2 strikes. He's not throwing anything hittable? Yeah. You think I'll learn.
In there for strike 1.
0-1 to Spencer Horwitz. Why is my audio cutting out? Hey, good timing. Doesn't matter. Steps on the bag, 2 down.
And they're down to their last out.
Well, I guess the game has chosen the Giants to win this. It's whatever.
It's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 in this.
Here's Schwarbs. Oh my God! Nice try, Schwarber.
And foul ball.
God, nice try. That would have been a double. I just can't tell when that sinker's below the zone. I really can't.
At the plate, 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Walker is just 1 strike away.
All right, we deserve that.
Struck him out, and that
We 100% deserve that loss.
4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be
Well, the
back
Giants,
in
who were 2-8 going into this game, all of a sudden just know how to play good baseball. So we will get a loss off of probably one of the weirdest and most rigged games I think I've ever played. Final score, San Francisco 7, Pittsburgh 6. Sir Anthony Dominguez with the win, Nicholas with the loss. Walker gets the save. I'm bad at hitting. I haven't played this game in 4 days, so maybe I deserve that. It is what it is, man. Had such a promising start. 4 runs in the first inning, and the game was just like, nah, we're going to have 2 of your guys not know how to field their position. And then Patrick Bailey with 2 home runs tonight. That's probably a big deal. I believe he had 4 RBIs. Game just hitting home runs whenever it wanted. All of them to right field. And Walker comes in and actually gets the job done. Yeah, that was just a bad game. We deserved that loss, 100%. I still can't get over that first inning. No, it was second inning. Second inning? Yeah, this is just ridiculous here. This was not considered an error somehow. This is Brian Reynolds. I get it. He's not a Gold Glover anymore. But it's literally in your glove. Like, this should have been out number 2. But the game was just like, nope. Never mind. So that sucked. And then not even the next play. Literally the next play. Our 2-time Gold Glover at third just cannot make a routine backhand play. Once again, in his glove. And it just bounces out. So can't do that. And then the next hitter, well, we know what happens, because it's what the game does. It just rigs, and then it counters no matter what you do. Patrick Bailey, 3-run shot. And that just set forward such a crazy game, man. We somehow did not get hit with any errors. There was plenty more, but we got some thinking to do about this team defensively. This is not a playoff team if we play like this, so no matter what our record shows. But that's the breaks, man. 10 years of playing this game, I expect it to rig at times. I really do. You know, I get more suspicious when I get runs in the first inning than I do any other time. So it's fine. We'll come back in the next episode. Don't know who we're facing, but we'll be back in the next episode. Like and subscribe if you like that terrible content. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you guys interacting with everything that has to do with the franchise. Join the Discord. Love to have you. We're all pretty nice in there. So, that's all I got. See you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. And maybe next time, Bucks.